welcome in. We've missed you so much. I I have no announcements. It's just that I've missed you a whole lot, and really excited for today's episode. As some of you guys might have seen, we have a guest joining us, but you will see them very shortly. With that being said, again, I'm stalling a little bit, but we'll jump right into it. Let's get into what you guys really came to see. Let's meet our players, shall we?
Hello, hi everybody. It's me, Avery. I am a community ambassador right here on the Rolling Nomads. I'm at Golden Gwydion on all of the social media platforms. You can catch me in Witcher Ways as Calamus Acaris. And you can catch me now in Berlin Bloodlines as Unser gnädiger Herr Edgar Waite. But this evening, I will be playing the Slick Serpent Erebus Kai.
What's up, everybody? Yeah, it's me, Edge. So I play Trey, different characters here and there on the Rolling Nomads. But yeah, that's me.
Hello again, everybody. Morin here, playing Victor BELLSHANE. Let's get it started.
Up. Hey, I'm Zachary Vaudo. On Twitter at YepItZach, Blue Sky, and Spotify as SNEAKERNET, which is coincidentally also the DJ handle of the character I'm playing tonight. You can find me there. You can find me Thursdays on the Hype Goblin channel. You can find me wherever tabletop games are played, but tonight you find me here.
We're so very happy to have you. It's a blessing, and I love the contrast between the very modern getup and then the very classical instrument directly behind it. That makes me very happy. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into it. And Victor, you know what's coming next. Let's jump right into Book of Saints. We begin each episode as we always do with a recap. Victor, are you on strike?
It's
Erebus?
okay. I'll do it. Last time on Book of Saints, we had a very interesting conversation between the Saints and their new quasi-associate Erebus Kai about information and what one can do with information and what the due course of action might be. Now, Erebus bringing up some interesting points about striking while the iron is hot and illuminating the fact that there may be someone in the city who might challenge Victor's claim of being the Bishop of Mexico City. There was some interesting dialogue as Erebus was asked to leave the scene for a moment. While inside, Jason, Trey, Monique, and Victor discussed what would be due course of action, which seemed to be the very responsible choice of fortifying the home, diversifying places they could hide out, and things of that nature. Erebus definitely wasn't doing anything outside. Don't even trip, dog. And that is pretty much where we left off on the decision of making sure that the priority was on protecting what the Saints already have and moving into a place where if this place were to be threatened, they would have alternate places to sort of bug out and stage counter assaults and so on and so forth.
Thank you very much, Erebus. Do such a good job at that, you might replace Victor, and I'm sure that Victor will have something to say. He might fight you tooth and nail for the job of giving the recap. We'll see. But this is indeed where we pick up, we find our Canaanites. As you can see, we are missing two of them. We will, full disclosure, be dismissing them at a dramatically appropriate moment, as I refuse to play two PCs and possibly make decisions that they might regret. So, for the remainder of all of you, you are in the home. Erebus, I know where you are, but for the audience's sake, what would you like to be up to right now?
I think that if I have accomplished the task that I set out to accomplish, I think then Erebus would resume his vigil at the door. In fact, I think what we might find is that Erebus has taken out a small piece of charcoal and is, for no particular reason, making some Egyptian hieroglyphs very small around the entirety of the door frame. Nothing magical, nothing mystical, but it will let other true Setites know that the people that reside here are not your enemies.
Understood. I'm sure that should it ever be discovered, they will be very appreciative of this. Victor, Trey, in the interior, your discussion has come to a close, question mark?
Last I remember, we'd pretty much all agreed that we were going to fortify the haven, and then I could have sworn Erebus was already back inside, and we were discussing actually. No, that was after. My bad.
Scene is yours, gentlemen. Trey, Victor. You can resume discussion, or you can allow Erebus back inside. It's entirely up to you.
What you want, senpai?
The decision is made. We're gonna get this place set up, and we're going to purchase some more property.
Did you want old dude back in here, or you want me to send him away, or what you want?
He can come back in, and we'll tell him what we've decided.
I'll go retrieve Erebus.
Erebus, the door opens. How does he find you? In the midst of drawing?
I think Erebus is just sort of getting around to the bottom right quarter of the door frame, making these, like, you would have to be possessed of aspects to really even notice them. They're so subtle.
Trey,
As
do you
he's
happen
just,
to possess all space?
Of course, I got Ospace. What?
How many
It's-
dots?
Hmm?
How many dots?
I mean, we don't need to go that far into it. That's
do you have
That's
heightened senses?
I have sensed the unseen.
Oh, fair enough.
Erebus, please continue. I cut you off.
Erebus will wave Trey out, and he'll show as he marks the symbol of the jackal. This is you, Trey. I've marked your door frame so that other followers of Set will know that you are not their enemy.
Okay.
And he'll point to a piece that is just like kind of a black silhouette of a person. That is Amun, the shadow of Amun-Ra. That is Victor. And there, and he'll point to a little symbol that is scales. This is Jason. He deals in the weighing of the hearts of the dead.
Anubis.
The scales of Meket.
Okay.
Though Anubis has never been kind to Set. Did you know that all of the ancient Egyptian gods were Canaanites? Just as we are.
Isn't Ra like the sun god or something?
Yes. Amun-Ra. Horakthi. depending on which translations and which age of Egyptian myth you are to interpret.
Okay.
Have you not heard of the Sunwalkers?
No. Are you talking about like Thin Bloods?
Bloods are
Did you
quite
want you? I was going to come in to bring you in if you wanted to come in, but
Before
yeah.
we do you know of the heresy that is Golconda?
That's like the like you're celibate, right? And then you
Yeah,
get to go to heaven, basically.
like monks. Those who
Yeah.
achieve Golconda call themselves spiritually pure. They no longer require human blood and can walk in the sun. Amun-Ra Re Horakthi was one of these. And he despised our father in darkness, Set, for this. As it is so often that those who believe themselves to be holy revile those of us who live in the dark.
So is it a good thing that Victor is Amun-Ra or a bad thing?
Amun-Ra is Ra that has died and passed into the underworld. He exists in the dark. He creates it. It nebulizes around him.
Okay.
He cannot help himself from being darkness.
And that's Victor. That's his thing. I see. Okay.
You very quickly, Trey. I am beginning to become comfortable with calling you my friend.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean that's cool. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we could be friends.
Let's go inside.
I'm gonna take like just another glance, kind of re-imaging the designs in my head, and I'll follow him in.
Understood. Victor, your friends return.
As they're coming in, they'll come into me. All right, Jason, Alejandro, you're going to go and start using your contacts in the cartel, start finding more houses in the area. Not all of them need to be legit purchases, just some, if you know what I mean. Message Derek what you need. Monique, if you would fortify this house, start and following around behind them. We'll probably start in the lower halves of this house and the surrounding areas to erase whatever presence we've left here so far.
Jason and
Hello.
Alejandro provide you confirmation. They've heard, they understood. Monique only nods and then withdraws from the space. She departs from the living room.
Bye. Damn.
Hello again.
Think I make your companions uncomfortable, Victor?
You're good at that, but mostly you're new, unfamiliar. They're not the warmest bunch.
They shouldn't be.
What's that face for, Trey?
Who's they?
Jason's not a very warm person. Monique's not a very warm person.
He is Jason. Is keeping things from you that could destroy you, Victor.
It's in this
As
moment.
you,
Continue, Trey.
as you are hiding things from everyone else that could destroy them. Perhaps a bit of honesty amongst Canaanites is necessary.
It's in this moment that Trey, you receive a phone call.
Yeah, I'll look at it, see
It's
who it is before I
Felix.
pick it up. I'll pick it up.
There is music in the background. Now, though you are not present, I will ask you to take some narrative control, Cecil. What music is playing in the background of this phone call?
Suavemente.
This is the music that you hear behind. Wherever Felix is, it is quite loud. You can hear him yelling into the phone. Trey! Trey?
Yeah. What's up?
Hey, do you remember that
Oh,
contact I told you guys about?
what'd you say?
He starts to scream into the phone. The contact!
The contact?
Motherfucker.
It's loud, man. Where you at?
I'm in a club. Club Funk? Funk Club, I think, it's not Club Funk, it's Funk Club.
Funk?
With an
Funk
umlaut.
Club?
You know what an umlaut is?
No, I don't. Is
It's
that
the
like
two
a
dots
face?
over the U that make it go ooh.
So it's funk? The Funk Club?
No, it's fucking Funk, but look, it's not important. There's a contact here. This is the dude I was talking about a few weeks ago.
Okay.
Do you
Is
want me
he?
to ask him anything? You guys gonna
Well,
come over here? Or like I've just handed you information on a silver fucking platter, and you're just acting like I'm bothering you. What's happening? What's going on?
I don't know. I don't know. Is he cool or like what contact are we talking? Like a hitman? Is that
No,
or
dude. He starts to kind of try to go quieter, and it becomes very difficult to hear him. Um, give me a wits and awareness. Let me see if you can just peek out the nonsense he's speaking amidst trying to be silent over a booming club.
okay? I also do not. Never mind. I thought I did. What did you want me to roll again?
Wits and awareness, please.
What's no awareness?
Also, is the phone on speaker, or is this...
Oh, I would have kind of like stepped away while they were talking. You know,
Okay.
I don't want to interrupt or whatever. But
Sometimes secrets are healthy.
3 successes.
3 successes. You can make out, kind of, you think he's saying in the words informant or information.
Okay, information. All right. The Funk Club. Yeah, you want to drop the pin? You want to pin it?
Yeah, I'll pin it. It's fucking funk. You gotta respect other people's cultures, man. It's an umlaut. It's
Umlaut.
European.
What? We're in Mexico.
No, I understand that, but it's get the fuck over here. He hangs up, and you can see your phone ping as it drops a pin.
Okay. I'll
It
walk
is-
back into the room.
It is a poor devil that is dishonest, Victor.
I do not believe I've ever been dishonest with my pack. I may not have
Keeping-
volunteered certain things.
Keeping
I also have not
secrets
hid them.
Keeping secrets is just another way of lying.
I gotta agree with him on that one, Victor.
I have told you everything you have asked of me, with no expectation in return.
My pack asks the questions. I have no problem answering them.
Real quick. Victor, that was Felix. He was talking about some information at this Funk Club. Think I pronounced it
club?
right. Funk.
Boonk?
There's like a Ubi. on the youth?
What's an ooby?
An loud. It is a accent mark which hangs over a vowel, which extenuates its phrasing.
Oh, that, yeah.
O becomes U becomes oo. Becomes
Yeah, that club.
We called that those people that invented that accent mark barbare in days of my youth, barbarians, those who existed outside of Rome.
How fucking old are you again?
I was born in Greece.
Okay, well, I wouldn't be surprised if we were in New York and I heard that, but
Did you not know
why
that
is there a club here like that?
Did you not know that those who fell in with the Third Reich found themselves when the Reich ended, many of them in Brazil, Mexico, Panama?
Oh, that is fair. Hunting, there's a TV show about that.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you can't.
No.
It's like-
I didn't know that.
Many who fell in with the Third Reich when the Reich fell came to the Latin countries to escape their fate.
That sounds about right.
I've killed a few of them myself. Now, said we are going to a club.
I mean, he said that he had a informant or information or something, and to come by the club. He dropped the pin, so if you want to go, we could go.
Okay. Yeah. Monique, we're going out. We'll be back. Not doing anything stupid, I promise.
There's no reply.
Cool story. You might want to text her while we're on the road.
I'll send Monique a text, a sincere and comforting style text, and please, like, don't go anywhere by yourself.
She replies to you, simply, I'm fortifying the house. I have a lot to think about.
Look forward to talking to you when we get back.
The letter U and then the number 2.
Yeah, you might be in trouble.
I'm always in trouble.
You should consider letting your pack priest lead your pack. This is the way of the sword.
Typically,
Man.
yes, but he's also very young.
Well, at least I could drive a car.
I can drive a car.
Not one of the new ones.
Have you not seen my bike?
I do not believe that Trey's youth disbars him from leadership. The fire that dwells within him threatens to eclipse you, Victor.
Those are very choice words.
I'm not. Hey, don't misunderstand it. I don't. This is. I don't know what he's talking about here. All right.
It is by no fault of Trey's own, nor is it a fault of yours. He burns bright. You must burn brighter if you wish to lead.
Victor, I want you to make me a roll. I want you to roll me wits and insight, please. This isn't necessarily against Erebus. This is against the situation, the words that have been said. This isn't against anyone in particular.
Okay. That being said, before we go into this club, we need to make a pit stop.
You are suffering from your one of your flaws.
Yeah.
I got one success with a bestial failure sitting.
Easily done, Victor. The wounds begin to bleed more. You raise yourself to 5 hunger. From this, with 1 success and a bestial failure, there's paranoia that creeps in. They were out there for longer than it took just to retrieve Erebus. Some of the things he's saying, is he right? Would Trey be a better leader? Is this what he's plotting? Does he want this throne? These are all questions that start to rattle in your mind. There's time for tests and questions later. You need to feed. And the beast is not helping as it begins to whisper these things as well.
Better yet, I'll meet you at the club.
Huh?
I'll meet you there.
Okay.
I'm gonna get on my bike and I'm gonna take off.
Leaving a trail behind you.
Interesting.
I didn't give him the location. Like, I have the pin. The pin.
He is a curious kindred.
How is he going to find this place? He don't have a cell phone.
Let's hope he's been to this club before, Trey. We should go. Information is like morning dew. It fades very quickly when left to its own devices.
Am I really just here with Erebus by myself?
You are.
Nothing against you, Erebus, but I mean, yeah, let's go. This is some bullshit. I say it
Same.
all the time. Let's not leave each other. You know, don't be by yourself. And then, what's the first thing we do every time we go by ourselves? We go. He left me. I don't. No offense.
It is because
I just met you.
It is because you are Canite and they are kindred. Kindred, they take this name and this name that implies togetherness, and yet they only ever do for themselves. And you break yourself for them.
I mean, I wouldn't go that far.
They are your pack and they abandon you.
I mean, they didn't ban. I mean, he left, but
If
everybody
I-
else kind of had like goals. You know, they had different things to do.
If I am as old as you think I am, if I wanted to destroy you, Victor left me alone to do it.
I mean, I suppose. Yeah. I mean that's fair. Yeah.
How do they say it in this century? I don't mean to stir the pot.
Am I to
This
assume
is-
this is taking place during getting in the vehicle?
Yeah,
Okay.
but this is not the way a pack treats one another. This is the way a coterie treats one another. And I make this vow to you on the flesh that I have shed for Victor. I would never abandon you, Trey.
Give me a wits and insight roll, Trey. Erebus, you can make your secret roll. You don't need to tell me. You don't need to tell anybody else. I just need a number of successes.
2
In
successes.
private, of course.
Oh, am I supposed to be private?
No, you're fine.
Oh, 2 successes.
I'm gonna rouse the blood.
Understood.
That's
While
a
that's happening,
success.
Victor, while Erebus is making his roll, I need you to make your predator type roll, because you are going to feed before you head over this way, correct?
Yes.
Excellent. Need help finding your predator type roll?
Yeah.
What is your predator type?
Because. Okay, we didn't change it yet. Osiris is still the one with the herd, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My
So
God.
that's still what I am.
You are Amun-Ra.
Okay, so you're Osiris, you said?
Yes.
Understood.
How many layers?
So many layers, indeed. Osiris. Your role is going to be... Where are we? Actually, if you, we actually might not even need a roll, because if you're Osiris, still Osiris, and you have your herd, you can make a quick stop there. So, that is easily done, Erebus. Let me check your...
6 successes.
Understood. So with that insight, Trey, gather that you might be telling the truth. That's a very bold thing to proclaim, and you believe it. New though he is in your life, you trust at least that.
Well, maybe you're right. I don't know.
Victor, I do need one roll from you. You left without getting the exact address or pin drop. You're gonna look for Funk Club, the old-fashioned way. Asking individuals, asking your herd, navigation through the city. So I need a... We're gonna call this intelligence streetwise, please. Feel free to rouse the blood. You, I'm assuming, do not end the life of one of your herd, correct?
No, of course not.
You feed, you bring yourself down to 1 hunger.
But yeah, I was gonna have her pull the directions up on her phone so I could at least get a general sense of where I'm going.
Yeah, this will help. This will lower your DC.
And I will rouse the blood. Success.
Understood. You're not getting hungry here.
Four successes.
Never been there before, but you have a general idea of the area. You could make it there, no problem. TREY and EREBUS not making a pit stop, not feeding, not getting directions, will likely arrive before you. Unless you are cutting in and out of traffic. You're on a motorcycle, so it's a possibility that you can ride dangerously. It would require a drive check, though. So, with that in mind, it's entirely up to you.
Drive and dexterity, right?
Yes, please.
Three successes.
Say again.
3 successes.
Understood. You'll arrive very shortly after, maybe just a few minutes. But TREY and EREBUS arrive at Funk Club. The music is pounding. You can see the building. Any open doors, windows, anything that isn't opening from the club is pouring music out, as well as light and laughter and all around joy in various forms.
I'll look around to see if I see Victor's bike or anything before.
Just
All right. Well, I'll text Felix and say I just parked.
You can get a text message back in response. KK coming outside. Takes only a few short moments. But very quickly, he's shoving past people and makes his way outside. You can see he's dressed similarly to how he always is. Cargo pants, a tank top. There's a sort of Carhartt jacket that he's wearing tonight. And waves you down.
I'll approach.
Where the fuck is everybody else?
Well, this is our friend. Victor is on his way. I don't think he's here yet. Haven't seen him. But yeah, I think it's just gonna be me and Victor tonight.
Right.
And Erebus over here too.
EREBUS? Okay. Good to meet you, EREBUS. Is this also... Dude, have we met?
I was wearing a different face when we met last time.
Cool. I won't pretend that's creepy at all. Very cool. Sweet.
You talking about creepy?
I'm so chill, dude. I'm so relaxed always.
You have family vacations with other people's families.
It's I don't like the way you say that. It's no different than like somebody getting a new girlfriend and tagging along on a family vacation. They just don't know I'm there. Like it's nothing. It's fine.
The same.
Thank you. It's exactly the same. Look, I'm not here to be judged. Your informant's in there. You really can't fucking miss him. He's in the DJ booth. He's providing the life of the party, and I'm gonna get the fuck out of here.
Oh, what you mean you gonna get the fuck out of here? What are you talking about? You're to connect.
No, I'm not. I just know this dude in passing, and between you and me, he gets on my fucking nerves. So I'm not gonna put myself in a situation where I have to talk to him for extended periods of time. But you guys need him, so have fun.
EREBUS is going the sideways clear eyelids snap across Erebus's eyes, and they become the eyes of the serpent again. He says, "You will make an introduction for us, Felix." And he'll hit him with eyes of the serpent.
Excellent. Go ahead, describe Eyes of the Serpent.
I make a hold on, what's the roll here? Let me do a real quick. Let me do a real quick roll here. Well, what it appears to is as those clear eyelids that reptiles have flash across Erebus's eyes, they become glowing golden serpentine eyes. As I will use this to benefit an intimidation roll. And if I succeed on this roll, he will be fixed in his place until I drop the power.
Understood. Does it provide a counter roll? Is it a versus or?
Yes, it is willpower.
Understood.
Let's see. 7 with a crit.
That is 0 successes with no opportunity to re-roll because it is a willpower roll. He's firmly fixed in place. He kind of looks at you, Erebus, and says, "Yeah, I'm not offending your friend here, Trey."
Hmm?
Eyes on me, Felix.
He stares. Victor, this is around the time where you would be pulling up. Continue, Erebus.
I'll get really close and sniff up the side of his neck. I don't like being made to do this, and it is only common courtesy to connect friends with friends.
What, are you worried that you're, gonna lose your worth?
I'm worried that you will put us in a den of lions. So make the connection, Felix, or I'll fucking eat you.
More of a den of spiders, man.
No. If you're quite done being an impudent child, I would like to relax now. What do you think?
Do what you gotta do.
He'll just nick his neck with his fangs just to get a taste of his blood. Now there is nowhere you can hide from me.
What the hell is happening here?
And he'll release the eyes of the serpent.
I can see Felix look at you, Victor, and just getting acquainted with your new friend, Victor.
Acquainted with what?
Felix is going to connect us to his contact now. We should go inside.
You wanted him to come, right? I just assume.
I can leave if you're uncomfortable, Victor. Kane knows there's work to be done tonight that I'm putting off to benefit you and your saints.
By questioning me and our places in our pack and what looked like sniffing or trying to feed on one of our allies?
Felix speaks up and says, "Gentlemen, I know we don't care about the masquerade, but we're on a fucking Mexico City street, outside of a club. People are drunk, but not that drunk.
Fix that. Better to get in off the street.
Well,
Are you
I'll
alright,
follow you.
Felix?
Say again, Victor?
Are you alright, Felix?
Yeah, man, I'm good. I'm good. You can see that he's stepped away from Erebus a bit and kind of keeps giving him a little bit of a side eye. I have a buddy inside I'd like you to meet.
Alright.
He journeys inside. Do you all follow?
Yeah, keeping Trey close and Erebus trying to keep a couple steps ahead of him, probably.
Understood. Cecil. A new scene begins. I must ask, Suavemente is not that long. Music is
No.
playing tonight.
Yeah, so like when they were outside, like doing all their shit, Pepas by Farruko was playing. By the time they make it in, it's a track off of Run the Jewels Cuatro. So it's the Walking in the Snow remix, Caminando en la Nieve. Just, stuff to really get the crowd like feeling it. I'm trying to appeal to the locals while still playing music that I'm familiar with.
Excellent.
But yeah, so just a really, really good hip hop groove with Run the Jewels and some local artists mixed in together.
Perfect. Absolutely. And the local artists definitely appreciate it. And Run the Jewels is, for everyone who hasn't, this is not sponsored, but anyone who hasn't listened to Run the Jewels, you should. So, this is the treatment that you're given as soon as you enter. You, of course, have to get past the bouncer who's just checking IDs, but you're all very equipped to handle this, so we won't have you held up, really. Make your way inside. There is a party going on. It is jovial. It is mortal. It is filled with sweat and blood pumping. It's a good night for everyone, it seems. You can see Felix maneuvering through the crowd. He stops just before the bar and points. There is a DJ booth where I will ask Cecil to describe their character.
Yeah, so you see a dude. He's like white Middle Eastern mixed, but it's hard to see through all the shit he's got on. He's got like a mask that's covering up like the bottom of his chin. He's got these thick reflective glasses, flat brim hat on, and the earphones. So it's you pretty much only can see about this much of him so far, but he's grinning. If you like stared really hard, you might be able to catch fangs, but he's moving his head too much, so it's really distracting at that point. And this dude's just in a hoodie, lined up behind his CDJs, just mixed in for the crowd. He just seems to be really feeling it. It feels kind of magnetic. You're not quite sure if it's like something special going on or if it's just like a really good vibe of the crowd, but he's just really into it. He's not doing a whole lot of like the crowd work talking into the microphone stuff. He's letting the music talk though. But yeah, he's just back there doing his thing.
See, Felix points up this individual and says, "That's your guy."
So it would be rude to just go up and interrupt his set to talk to him, right?
I mean, he takes requests from what I remember, but I mean, request something specific, he might get your meaning.
How close are we to the stereo? How close did Felix bring me to the stereo?
Stop just before the bar. So there's still a good amount of distance between you. The crowd is in between you, the rest of the front-facing speakers, the show speakers. There's also the lights and everything, but it's not terribly far. You could get there. Kind of need to get up close and personal with the sweaty mortals, but yeah.
Does he have a name?
Say again?
He asked if he had a name.
Oh, right. That's my bad. Goes by DJ SNEAKERNET.
He one of us? Like us.
He's one of me.
And Erebus will totally flip their entire visage, and having left their jacket, their long sort of long pea coat in the car, not just with their button up on. It's like, yeah, no, they're like, you know, the freaky mind vampires, you know, the Ravnos, yeah. I'm gonna go get fucking blitzed out on the dance floor. You guys can handle this, yeah?
Yeah.
What just happened?
I don't know.
Sick.
I don't
All
like
right.
it.
I'll catch up with you guys in like 5. I'm gonna catch a quick bite. And Erebus, looking very modern and very at home in this setting, will flit out onto the dance floor.
Excellent. While this happens, Cecil or SNEAKERNET,
Yeah.
I'd like you to make me a wits and awareness roll. There is an individual here amongst these this pack that is dressed very not normally for this occasion, for the clubbing occasion.
All right. Wits and awareness.
Let's see how much he stands out.
I don't have any heightened sense.
You may
I got
feel free
3
to bug
successes.
search. Understood.
Nah, I'm good. I got 3 successes.
Understood. 3 successes is easily done. Victor, if you'd kindly describe your normal accoutrement, what you normally wear, as well as you didn't describe you were changing. It's very... we can say that you've
Yeah.
cleaned up a bit at the law firm that you fed from, but your normal everyday clothing is what you're wearing. So please, take some
That's
nerve
fair.
control.
You've got somebody about 5'9", white, very pale white, wearing a red velvet suit with a black tie, and just standing at the bar talking to this very intermingled mix of people.
Cecil, as you clock this, it's very important to note that you know who that is. It's like you pulled him out of a picture book. Red suit, black tie, pale as paper. God, he matched the description so well.
Mm-hmm. Right now, though, it's not my business. If he comes up to me or sends his folks up to me, then it's my business. For now, he's just gonna have to deal with standing out like a sore thumb in the crowd.
Indeed he is. So Erebus, you flit out onto the dance floor. Trey, Victor, you are left behind with Felix. Felix... it's so cute. Felix, Felix looks to you, Victor, and says, "Who the fuck is the new guy? Is he going to be hanging around a lot?"
I don't know. That depends on behavior.
Cool. Very cool. Trey, you couldn't give me any
Name's-
fucking warning, or what was that all about, man?
Oh, I didn't expect that to happen. Oh,
Yeah, dude,
honestly, I didn't. I thought
Yeah.
more of you.
He's
Honestly.
hyper aggressive, man.
I mean, you wasn't going to introduce us. You still haven't introduced us. That's kind of shit, to be honest.
But on that note, he hasn't been that way towards us.
Cool. Happy for y'all.
Just, you made a bad first impression. That's all.
Very cool. Sick.
We're still
Alright,
friends,
Hermanos.
right?
Yeah, we're good. We're good. I'm just gonna shit myself a little bit. Alright, hermanos, let's go and let's go fucking see Sneak. Alright.
I probably shouldn't get anywhere near that thing.
I mean,
Yeah.
right. You mean
That's
I mean,
funny.
Ah,
Does it affect speakers?
Want to find out? That'll get his attention.
I mean, maybe, yeah.
I'm just gonna go and like walk right across the front of the DJ booth.
I need to double check your clan bane, actually. I'm not sure that this will affect it in the way that we think.
I'm pretty sure it'll just make it kind of static out.
Yeah, it depends how close he gets to it.
Yeah, how
And-
close are you?
I know
kinda-
that other interpretations require interaction with the electronic device in question.
Yeah, but that
I've-
usually fries it.
Yeah, I've seen both things function.
So I'll ask you this, Victor. How close do you get?
I was just trying to get it close enough to get attention, not trying to fry it.
Okay. So you get within vicinity of, like, you could reach out your arm and kind of drip your fingers across the fabric that makes up the front of the speaker. Cecil, you can see he's a giant red beacon in the crowd. You see this happen, and the speaker kind of fuzzes a little bit and kind of screeches. It's still playing the music just fine, but there's a little undertone of that white noise shriek. There's a little bit of complaint from the crowd.
We're just kind of like look up at the crowd and be like, oh, yeah, and then look down to Victor and just be like, and just keep playing.
And then I walk away.
Felix kind of waves up at you, Cecil. Met Felix in passing. He's one of the Ravnos of the area. But he
Just
always
mouth
seems to-
over at him. Like mouth over and like,
He moves up as close as he can get and kind of shouts up, "Hey, can you play anything by the Sword of Cain?"
yeah, I think I got an extended mix. Give me a second.
Sweet, thanks, man. And he moves away from the booth.
Cool. You all see. Let me make a roll really quick, actually. 'Cause I'm gonna do something fun. Because why not? Yeah. You all see. Like the DJ's like messing with the stuff, and then he ducks down and away, like as if to exit the booth. Except he's also still standing behind the booth. The music is still going. He's standing behind the booth, except if you're looking for him, he's actually moving towards the crowd towards you at the same time.
Just sort of illusory image of SNEAKERNET, keeping the hype going, making the movements.
And it's a 7 critical storyteller for if
Oh.
anybody like was trying to look through it
It's
at any point.
It's a perfect double, and it's so much so that it looks like it's even. This thing can't really interact with the buttons and the knobs and dials and such. Forgive me, I'm ignorant of what it takes to DJ.
No, you're right. You're right. That's why I put it on a
sweet.
playlist.
Yeah, but even the double looks like it's interacting and moving the dials. It's not possible, but the blind eye, the trick of the light, it's a perfect double. Could be solid to anyone who looks.
So yeah, just gonna move my way through the crowd up to Felix and his friends. Be like, sup?
Pleasure
Hey,
to
man.
meet you.
Yeah,
Cool,
this is
cool.
my buddy Victor, Trey, Sneak.
Yo, how's it going?
They were
Uh,
hoping to get a booth with you, if that's all right, just for a quick conversation.
Yeah. Just you two. You hanging out with us, V?
He looks to you, Victor. There's a kind of pleading look in his eye.
That is your decision. You do not have to come with us if you don't want to.
Come on,
There's
V.
There's a third. I gotta find. There's another guy that wants to talk to you. I gotta find him.
Yeah. Find him. I'm gonna grab a room. I'm just gonna lean over to the bartender, just try to get their attention. Oh yeah. Necesitamos un cuarto más privado.
4?
4.
Sí.
All right. Yeah, you talk to him, find us. You two, me, and I just heading up towards one of the VIP booths.
Felix departs, and then you follow Cecil, aka SNEAKERNET, aka Sneak, as Felix has called him. It's quieter in the booth location, but not quiet. It's just a bit muffled. There's still the pounding of music. Illusory SNEAKERNET is keeping the crowd hype.
I'll move into one of the rooms, just sort of flop onto a couch. All right. So, how can I help you? What can I help you with that is so important you had to fuck up my set for a second?
It was only a second. I made sure not to touch it.
And for that, I thank you so fucking much. Truly. I'm going to assume that based on your interview with the vampire look, that you're the guy in charge of whatever it is that we're going to talk about. Just a shot in the dark.
Yes. Interview with a vampire. What?
It's a movie, but you probably haven't seen it. You know what? It's a book. You can touch those. It's a book.
Okay.
So yeah,
I might.
I'm Cecil. You are
Victor.
and you are
Trey.
Trey. And Felix is getting
Erebus. Maybe.
cool. 2 of you have regular names. How can I help you?
Honestly, I'm not really sure. We were just told that you would have information. Are you?
That's what I do. I broker in information. I get people shit. If people are looking for stuff, I usually know people that know people, or I just know it myself. I'm good at finding shit. Finding people.
I'm gonna whisper into Victor's ear. Renzo. Fernando.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah. The primary people that we have issues with right now are Forenza and Fernando Villarreal and her other minions that she's apparently summoning. What is your information going to cost us?
You're that pack that's trying to fuck shit up for her.
I don't know about trying to. Pretty sure we are.
You're doing a pretty good job. I mean, obviously, I've heard of you. You're doing a pretty good job. Yeah, no. I guess it just depends in terms of price. Depends on what it is that you're trying to get out of it. Like, are you trying to just like, I don't know, what are you trying to learn about Fernando? Are you trying to get like an inside scoop on him? Are you asking me to like take him out or some shit? Like, what's the deal here?
If anybody's going to take that bastard out, it's going to be me.
Respect. Cool. Anything below that I can help you with then?
Information, inside scoops, touchstones, havens, the works.
Okay. All right.
But before, I
Yeah.
do have another question.
Cool.
Why trade information with us at all? Where do you fall in all of this?
It's what I do, man. This is my job. I travel. I trade shit. Mostly I work with the Pony Express folks up in Chicago, but traveling around the nation, they let me come down here sometimes because I got my own gig. I solo freelance stuff. Human money still works plenty of places. Sometimes I trade information from people who are the people that I then get shit from. You would be surprised the number of vamps that are arms dealers. I don't know what it is. It's a draw. it connects. And so sometimes they need stuff from me and I go, okay, yeah, I can get you that. But like if I need like some AKs, then I'm gonna call you later. And it's just a constant flow of shit. If you're Cammy, then usually I work on boons. You're not. I don't think you guys do that. So, yeah. We'll have to sort that shit out. I don't. How does that shit work with you guys? Do you just like promise on like the soul of Cain that you're gonna make good on some shit, or is it anything kind of similar? I don't know how you guys trade shit, or if you just pay me money.
Isn't a boon just a promise, right?
A boon is a promise that a higher up makes sure that you follow. And if you don't follow it, then folks like Fernando's boss come after you. Well, not you. You're not going to be making any boons, but hypothetical you.
We don't necessarily do it in that way, but we do have our promises. We do trade as well.
Cool.
Within our own, it's usually just you help, I help. Till somebody eats somebody.
Well,
regardless, if we give our word, we're gonna keep it. So
that is our specific way.
see, usually that's one of those things of like, that's all well and good, but I just met you, so I don't know how true that is. But you have the added bonus of came with fee. So I'm going to make an assumption that you're on the level, because if you're not, I'm going to take it out on him, and then I'm going to have to find you through him, and it's going to be a whole chain of events thing. So we're going to go with that. I like that. And yeah, the amount of information that you wind up needing, I'll be in touch at some point when I need stuff back. How's that?
As long as it is reasonable.
It'll be about as reasonable as whatever information you want to get out of me on one of the highest ranking people in the Camarilla of the city.
okay, yeah, that's.
Yeah.
Do we need your friend here, or am I just dealing with you?
You can just deal with us. Not sure where he went. Not really concerned at the moment.
On that note, we are going to take a look at where your friend ended up. Erebus. Would you like to describe what you've been doing, or would you like to keep that to yourself?
So sorry, didn't realize I was muted there. Yeah, so Erebus was out on the dance floor, just getting his senses spread out, and he finally found that one gentleman he was looking for. And will slide over between him and the girl that he's dancing with. Just says, "You are looking for the wrong thing in the wrong place, buddy. Come on. I can show you a good time."
I'm good, Armando. I don't swing like that.
Mi hermoso. Come.
No.
And I'll just grab him by the jaw. "You're not that scared little boy anymore, are you? Come on."
Kind of looks around.
"Nobody's watching you, just me. And you look so good tonight."
Ven aquí.
And Erebus will go to the bathroom, and once he has this gentleman in the stall, he'll run his thumb down his lip until he grabs his neck, and he'll slam him up against the wall and drink deep until there is nothing left.
Say, Intimate doesn't really describe it. It's a strange thing here. Each moment of you feed, there are moans of ecstasy, pleasure. He whimpers his putty in your hands, and it is intimate in the sense that it's freedom for him. For a brief moment, he's honest with himself. And then it's over.
In that final moment where the brain is alive, but the body has already gone, he'll just whisper in his ear, "At least you died honest, and I will remember you." He'll lower him down and sit him on the toilet and just sort of lean his head against the wall. He'll reach in the breast pocket of his buttoned-up shirt with a very highly fentanyl-laced substance. Dribble out a half-done line. Reach in the guy's wallet. Take it out. Dab it up through the line so it looks like he cut most of it and was gonna do half now, half later. And he'll just lay the card down beside it. And he'll stroke his hair gently.
You do this.
Before he exits the stall,
You exit the stall. You find you are alone in the bathroom, save for one individual leaned up against the door. Felix. Know how I would have done it?
because you don't have any tact.
Yeah, and leaving him in here is tact.
Sends a message.
What message is that?
And he'll reach out and grab him by the neck. Nowhere is safe from me. It's a club that many of the Camarilla frequent. It'll be shut down for a few nights after this. They'll start to look in on themselves. But I get the feeling you've already started selling secrets about the Saints to the Camarilla for your own protection, in case the Camarilla wins this conflict.
You don't know me at all, buddy.
I know you better than you know yourself, worm. But there is something you possess that I desire. And I'm inclined to allow you to live. And so I will learn what I desire from the whispers in your blood, and you will leave this place alive.
Erebus, give me intimidation. Let's call this
Manipulation?
we'll call it manipulation. Yeah.
5 successes.
You want my blood?
I want you to live. And I want the truth that lays in your blood, child of Zapsathura.
You might scare me with old names and threats. You make one wrong move and they're gonna tear you apart. You don't know the Saints.
I know them better than they know themselves. And he'll bite into his neck.
He doesn't fight back.
Once he's taken his fill, I'll let him go. We'll be in contact, Felix, and you'll know my face from now on. I am the darkness that lives inside of you.
I know your face. That should scare you.
I am immune to the fear of worms. Go.
They're waiting for you. Opens the door and leaves.
So clean himself up. He'll look at the name on the driver's license in that wallet before he takes the cash and the credit cards out of it.
Martin Guerrero.
Look back at the body. In the next life, you will consume me, Martin. He'll head to the booth.
You make your way. Meanwhile, Erebus, give it some time, but introduce yourself whenever you feel a significant amount of time for all your actions has passed. SNEAKERNET, I should say. SNEAKERNET, TREY, Victor. Continue your conversation, please.
All right, so you want to know about Fernando. You said that you were looking for somebody connected to Fernando. Is that right?
Yes.
Who was that again?
His touchstone or his havens.
Okay. Who is the touchstone so I can know if I even know them? It's a lot easier if I know like a name and I can call people versus just the general concept.
We're not sure if she is his touchstone.
Okay.
But the human that we know of right now is Magdalena.
Oh, I should say so. She comes in here a bunch.
Oh, that makes this a little easier.
I know, right? Storyteller, is she here tonight?
She has not made her appearance known yet.
Okay.
I will say, judging from what you've seen so far, her friend is.
Okay.
With a different group of friends.
Okay, cool. Let's go. Yeah, she's not here now. I know somebody here that knows her. I might be able to work that information out. Havens, though, you said Havens. He's got a few of them. He moves around, just kind of like me. I move more than he does, but you know, he hops around. I think it's like a safety thing or some shit. Let me make a quick call and see if I can get you one in this, maybe like one that's like in the area or so. And Storyteller, I'm gonna make a call. I want to make a contacts roll. I figured it would be streetwise, but I don't know what the other attribute would be.
Well, I like the idea of it being. I'll give you a choice here. Anything in your social.
Okay.
Yeah, anything in your social. Whatever you think you need for your contacts.
Okay. That is 6 successes critical.
6 crit. What is just for flavor wise? What was the attribute you chose to roll?
Manipulation.
Excellent. So you make the call.
Yeah, dial them up.
Would these individuals know you as Cecil or by your stage moniker?
Neither. When they pick up, I go, "Hey, it's Spencer."
Spencer, what's up, man?
Hey, I I'm trying to find this guy. I'm supposed to deliver some shit over to him, and I need like a last address or even like a drop-off point. I know that you're the guy I can talk to about that.
Yeah, this isn't for anything I've got in the works, right? This isn't
I don't think so.
sweet. Which guy?
Fernando Villarreal.
Fernando Villarreal. You can hear some typing on the computer. Right. Okay, cool. Yeah. I've got a couple places. Is you nearby anything in particular, or are you just looking for any?
I'm at Funk, but if you just want to like text me a few of them, like they're in the general area, I'll give them a shot.
Hear more typing as he kind of chants Funk. Okay. All right. Yeah, I've got 2 nearby. I mean, if I don't know where he's at now, but I can
just
give you
someplace I can drop shit off. If he's not there, then like I can drop it there.
Too
Good
easy.
enough.
Yeah, I got you, man. We'll go the Amazon route. Here we go. I'll send you some text messages.
Sweet, thank you, bro.
Hey, Spencer, real quick.
Yo,
while I've got you,
yeah,
can you bring by some of that stuff again?
Yes,
Just, from like last, what was it, Tuesday, Wednesday?
Yeah, how much?
I've got 50 to my name in like paper.
No, how much do you need?
Oh, dude, like 2 bags.
Okay, yeah, don't worry about it. We'll call this payment.
Appreciate you, man.
No problem. I hang up. That whole conversation was on speakerphone, and to these two, I go, that's how it works. They need something. I need something. You need something. I need something. It's a whole chain of events thing. So I'll get those. In a bit. And if you want, I can just go chat up the person and see if I can get a handle on Fernando's girl. I don't know how you guys handle stuff. If you want to handle stuff, this is like her friend. So, you want me to just go talk to her, do my thing?
All means, if you already know her.
I mean, she's a regular, so I can probably work it out.
Than us trying to play games with her.
Too true. You guys gonna hang here for a second?
Yeah.
Ditching. I'll be right back. And I will exit the room, storyteller, and I'm just gonna go look for the friend.
Too easy.
Yeah.
Erebus,
Erebus will like wait for Sneak to head out before he heads in.
Do I see Erebus?
Let's have a contested roll of wits and awareness, and we'll call this dexterity stealth, Erebus.
Wonderful.
You both may feel free to blood surge if you so choose. You have your willpower at disposal, all the handy dandy tools of Vampire the
Will blood
Masquerade.
surge will not get hungrier.
And same.
4 successes.
8 messy crit. So, do you want me to just like do my compulsion thing?
What is your
with
compulsion? It's been a minute since I've played Ravnos compulsion.
The next time I'm faced with a problem to solve, any attempt short of the most daring or dangerous is a 2 dice penalty, and I'm about to go solve a problem.
Absolutely. I miss the Ravnos. But yeah, you clock Erebus is kind of hanging back by one of the speakers. You can still see Illusory SNEAKERNET kind of still going at it. Everyone's still hype. It's really the stillness in the moment that catches your eye as you clock Erebus off to the left.
I do a noticeable to Erebus, like double, almost triple take. Like there's like a flash of recognition, and then I just keep on my way.
Erebus will blow him a kiss and then head inside.
And I'm going to go find this friend, and given my compulsion, I'm going to get her high and get some information out of her.
Excellent. So, getting her high. As we've had a discussion, or we've had some communication, for clarity as well, Magdalena is kind of the mom friend of her friend group. This
Oh yeah.
person is one of them that she constantly has to kind of shepherd and usher and kind of keep on her best behavior, as best as a drunkard and a someone who indulges in many different substances can be on their best behavior. So you offer a powder, a grass, any sort of pill, and she is all for it. She's your new best friend.
Well, in conjunction with that, I have turned awe on because I'm not just trying to get her high, I'm trying to milk information out of her in the process.
Excellent. Sweet. Activating awe. You're everyone's best friend in the area. It's a slew of mortals that are drunk, high, and enjoying the music already. There are a few that are kind of like clocking you and then illusory SNEAKERNET and kind of like, is this like a duo thing or like a twin thing or?
If they look at me, I just go,
got you, man. This friend is you would know, called Elizabeth. Very shortly she gives you her name. She also gives you kind of like where she's staying tonight, or is she staying there, question mark. Yeah, with all on, it's really kind of up to you what kind of questions you ask.
Yeah, I definitely lean into the where she's staying tonight, because I want her to like me enough before I start asking her about her friend, because otherwise I just won't go really well. No one really likes it when you walk up to them and say, "Hey, about your friend." So leaning really, really hard into that, and that's when I start asking about Maggie. Like, aren't you know, like stuff like, aren't you usually here with your friend? Like, you know, where
Yeah,
where is she?
Maggie's got like a work thing. I'm not really sure. She just couldn't come out tonight, and then everyone else is just wasn't down. You know, it's a fucking Monday, so
It's like almost midnight. Where the fuck does she work?
she's at a hospital, I think. Some like it's like it's not a rehab, but it's like a, what is it? It's people that are depressed, people that are real sad.
Oh yeah. She does like psychology stuff, or is like an institution thing.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like for people that are like that check themselves in because they know that they're like real sad and like might be like just
like,
more too sad.
Like around here, she worked around here.
No, it's the there's like a whole like ward, and like it's connected to a hospital. It's got the backing of a hospital. Actually, she pulls up her phone and starts to kind of show you. And then with awe on, she starts to kind of drone on. This is too much information. She shouldn't be giving you all of this.
Oh yeah.
But she kind of starts to tie into like how she's been trying to get Maggie to move in with her because it's closer, and it's far too much of a drive, because she traces back from where she works to where Maggie currently lives, and it's like a 35-minute drive without traffic.
I am nodding and just like enraptured in it, and then my other hand, I'm just like have my phone down here, and I'm just like swipe typing quick notes of everything she says. Like,
then, but she gives you the information. She passes more information along to you of where she lives and how it's only 10 minutes away, and
I take that.
Really walking distance if you really needed to, so on and so forth. And she's dropping a lot of hints that like it's within walking distance, when in reality from 10 minutes drive compared to turns into about 35-40 minute walk depending on the route you take. But she's dropping a lot of hints of like it's within walking distance. We can catch a cab if necessary.
I am absolutely like leaning into that, because I mean, shit, I need a place to stay tonight. That's not the last place I stayed, so yeah, fuck it, why not? So I am giving her exactly what she is giving, while I also take all the other information I need.
Perfect. Is there any other information you want to grab from her that would be pertinent?
Yeah, actually, I am gonna say like I'm going to admit like, okay, look, actually, I gotta admit, like, I was asking about your friend because one of my friends was like, kind of like, he's been here a couple of times. He's kind of seen you guys together. He was interested in her, but I think I saw her with some dude.
Oh, that's
Like
so
last
cute.
time,
Is he like trying to like hook up, or what's the deal?
I think so. He just like he asked like, hey, like he asked me like, hey, you've been here for like the past like you know month or so, like
Yeah,
do you know her? But yeah,
she's like real traditional. So this is real sweet and real cute. She'd need to get to know him first. She's like real like safe. She's not really like spontaneous.
right, sure, and yeah, that's why I asked because like I saw her in here with some dude, like not like last time I was doing a set and like I wanted to make sure she doesn't already have a boyfriend or some stuff.
No, Fernando's not really her boyfriend. There's just some dude that like hangs out with her. They catch up every once in a while. I don't know if it's a thing. She keeps saying it's not a thing, but like he asks about her like all the time when we come here alone, and like if she's
Uh-huh.
okay, like if anything happened to her. But they're not a thing as far as I know, unless she's like really lying.
What are they, like college friends or?
I don't know. They just kind of like met and really hit it off, I guess.
Huh. I don't
I
think I've
don't know.
seen him here a ton though. Like I must be missing him. Like
He pops in
does he?
every once in a while. We club hop a lot, so he's usually at this place. She pulls up another club location
Okay,
on her
yeah.
phone. Yeah, it's Club Fantasia.
Awesome. Yeah. Well, if it's not a thing, then I will let him know to wait until he's at Club Fantasia and give her a
Yeah,
doctor while
for
she's
sure.
here.
She's like a real stick in the mud, so like, and so is he. So I think that's what kind of gonna get. She could really use some like action in her life, you know. So
Honestly,
if your friend's fun, absolutely bring him around.
he's a pretty smooth guy. I think he'll head it off pretty well.
Sweet, I love that.
Yeah. Hey, I gotta get back to my set, but I will see you when we're done. Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. I love your work. It's really she starts to kind of drone on, keeping you here for a little bit longer, but she drones. It's that awkward sort of drunk talk of like, "Hey, I gotta go," and then spewing more information. It's just
And I am letting it happen because I need a place to stay tonight. So absolutely.
understood. While all of this is going on, Trey, Victor, Erebus, the scene is yours. Erebus, you may return to up in the booth, or rather, go to the booth if you so choose. Otherwise, it would be Trey and Victor.
Is the booth like on a balcony kind of thing, or is it just ground level with everything
Kind of, yeah.
else?
It's up some stairs and kind of still in the interior.
If I can, without being creepy, I kind of want to just watch him work.
Yeah, you just see me being an absolute fuckboy to this lady down on the floor, and it's working.
It's perfect.
You're being creepy, Victor.
I'm trying to learn. Never too old to learn new tricks.
Isn't that the truth?
Speaking of creepy, what were you doing to our friend?
Don't know what you're talking about, Victor. I fed. And your friend found me and we had a conversation and then he left.
I meant outside before we came in here.
Should we be discussing this right now?
Your friend Felix is selling your secrets to the Camarilla in case they win this war. You should be more discerning in those you put your trust in.
Victor?
That includes me, Victor.
It's a lofty claim. Given your recent bout with paranoia, it's still not quite settled. I want to take a moment without any rolls before anything. What's inside your head?
Probably mostly pissed off. Primarily at Erebus for everything that he keeps spouting. Because, yes, some of it's, it makes sense. that they would be doing this, but at the same time, making him question everything that he thinks he knows. Yeah, that's just.
We have to take into account as well, there are other ears here, Trey, and this is a lofty claim, and Felix has been an ally since you guys got into Mexico City. What's going through your head?
I mean, Erebus is cool, but he also likes to start shit. I'm starting to see, that's so it's kind of right now. But right now, I'm more focused on the task at hand. All right, so big claim, but Felix ain't part of the pack. Cool guy, don't care too much. What I'm worried about right now is how much in debt we trying to be with this SNEAKERNET. So,
Understood.
It is
Sure.
nothing against the character of Felix. The Ravnos walk a very thin line. They are not accepted by the Camarilla or the Sabbat, nor the Anarchs. They must make themselves useful to all factions or find themselves chipped and snapped like a weak blade. You must simply be aware. That is all. He could choose to be a great ally, but only if he fears or respects you. And you must choose which of those two things he shall feel.
I doubt he
Yes.
would have helped us as much as he already has if he didn't respect us. 1. 2, he was one of us.
Have no doubt of that. He is very near to respecting you. And what I did was only to temper his respect for you with his fear for you. And I apologize if I made myself undue in your presence, Victor. But respect must always be tempered with fear.
Your words and your actions do not coincide. You say you were giving him fear of me, but it seemed to me all he feared was you.
And I have pledged myself to you by sacrifice of flesh. This is the way of Cain. He sacrificed his brother Abel, as I have sacrificed a finger for you, the finger which runs directly to my heart, nonetheless. I've told you everything about me from the moment that we met. I have watched for too long. I have not acted when it was due. I have seen your actions, and you are doing what is righteous. I meant only to temper his respect for you with fear, and if I have misstepped, I would apologize to you with whatever price you would ask me to pay, Victor.
can we focus up?
Iconoclasty. In direct
Can handle the
opposition
rest.
to what is at hand, yes. You are wise in your focus on the present, Trey.
We're doing a lot of asking, Victor. How far are we willing to go?
I don't plan to go any further.
I will say this. I think resources, if anything, will be our best bet. the camis, they got people, tech, whatever, you know, even if we could get a line just in case or something.
I agree. We definitely might need him in the future. We'll definitely need his expertise in the future, as well as others.
I spent some time in Berlin in the early 2000s, and it was told to me, blood calls to blood. As we are kindred, we are to be bound to one another. As we are Cainites, we are bound to one another. This sneak, he is useful. But make yourself aware that just as Felix is, so shall SNEAKERNET. Whatever we give him, we must understand will be sold to someone else for the right price.
He made that very clear when I talked to him earlier already.
Good. Then he is an honest devil.
Sneak. Thanks.
Yo.
Significant time has passed during this conversation. You can begin making your way up. Timelines realign, and you can rejoin your companions or your newfound friends if you so choose.
Cool. Can I come in on the Honest Devil line?
Absolutely.
At the Honest Devil line, I just say, and well, it's because frankly, I don't see what good it does making shit up if we're trading information, right?
Indeed.
All
I think I will like you very much, SNEAKERNET.
Yes, you will, Erebus Kai. Yes, you will. So, I've got, and I'll just hold up my phone with the text message. I've got a couple of places where this guy stays. Again, he moves around. I don't know when he's there. They're places for you to stake out, though. I've also got another club, La Fantasy. Storyteller, is it Fantasy or Fantasma? I can't remember.
Fantasia, which is Spanish for
Fantasia.
fantasy.
Right. La Fantasia. It's another club. He likes to go there more than this club. I don't hold it against him. I don't work here. But he goes there a bunch, so if you're picking places to stake out for him, that's 3. The girl, she works at this mental hospital, and I give them all that information. The friend downstairs, trying to get her to move in with her, that's irrelevant for now. If that changes and I find out, we can talk. I can let you know that. But you're looking for her, that's where she works. You're looking for him, you got like 3-4 places that you can check. And there are places that I can guarantee that he goes because friend downstairs club hops with him to that one a whole bunch. And then you have fucking heard the conversation. This guy just pulled up the addresses like that for him. Again, I cannot guarantee you are going to find him if you just show up to one of these places. But I know that's where he goes. And I know that's where he stays. And most importantly, I know that's where she works.
As well, Sneak. I threw a lot of information at you.
Yeah.
Real quick, you also have her home location as she was tracing, her friend was tracing where.
That's right. I do have that.
It's entirely up to you
I
if
don't
you share that information, but it's...
Exactly. I don't know if I'm going to give that. I think actually I'm going to hold on to that because there's a chance that they might need more information, in which case I will give it to them at that point.
Understood.
But I did give her her place of work, which is she's going to be there. Hell, she's there at like 1 a.m. She's there like almost half as much as she is at work. That's a 50-50 shot. So yeah, all that just comes out to all of you all at once.
A lot of information, gentlemen.
Do you got that? Do you need me to write it down?
Erebus actually, while Sneak is talking, has his leather notebook out and is taking notes.
Yeah, and I thought, like, do you got that? Do you need me to write it down? You're writing it down. You're always a good note taker.
No.
That good enough?
That was excellent and very quick. It is disconcerting that you already seem to know Erebus, but
What,
Reputations precede. I mean, Christ, I know who you guys were.
and it is only love that I bear for you, Sneak.
Such is the name, yeah?
Now, I believe I speak on behalf of my new friends. What do you require in exchange?
Does he speak on behalf of new friends? I say to the new friends.
speak on behalf, not exactly, but we do need to know what you in exchange for all of this.
I told you. Much like the guy that I got the information for you from,
Favor in the future.
I'm gonna need stuff. I'm gonna need stuff. I'm gonna contact you. I'm gonna get a way to contact you. And you're gonna make good on it. And if that works out really well, we can keep doing this as long as you guys want to. I'm not always gonna be in this country. I'm usually over the border. But that's why they made phones and internets. For those two, not so much for you. I can write you a letter. Either way, we can make things work.
Let me give you something now in very explicit language.
Huh?
It has come, how do you, childer, say, across my desk that Fiorenza Savona is moving in Sabat circles now as well.
Makes sense. Double dipping. It feels weird that she would be doing so explicitly, though, considering that she is a very high-profile person.
She cares not. She backed an anarch called Victor when I did my time in Los Angeles.
The club guy?
The club guy.
I remember that. I was going to play it. I got a better offer. I went somewhere else.
That's more than fair. His coterie is erratic at best.
Who am I to judge?
Or spontaneous in a calculated way.
Mm-hmm. I appreciate that. But no, yeah. Good to know. I'm not surprised, though, because she is, well, I could say this around you guys. She's a power-hungry bitch. So she's going to do whatever she wants to do wherever she wants to do it. I mean, and Christ, it's Mexico. It's not like the Camarilla is going to, like, descend on the country for her. Its place has been a wreck forever. Hell, by the time they get here, you guys might be in charge.
I'm more interested in the fact that I believe the anarch movement will expand into Mexico before the Camarilla.
Now that is an interesting point, especially if they got the thing over in California, they can just come right down into Baja California, and that's an even longer stretch. And that's not like a whole lot of Mexico, but it's still a part of Mexico. That is interesting theory.
I have a contact in Los Angeles that I would like to get you in touch with, if you wouldn't mind.
I would very much like that, and I will happily consider that payment for one of the two things that I just got for you guys, because that sounds very useful.
And in a very fluid script, ripping off the corner of his piece of paper, he will hand Sneak the information on where to go to meet with Mr. Barry Golden.
Hey, you gonna go?
Understood.
Nice. Tell you what, how about you hang here for a second? You tell me more about this guy, and then I can send him off to you guys if you just want to go enjoy. There's plenty of people down there to drink here. And I'm going to take out a USB stick. I'm going to start to hand it to Victor. I'm going to stop and hand it over to TREY instead. Let's go. Here. That's got a way to contact me. It's also got my last 2 albums on it, saving space. You need shit? You let me know.
Cool. We appreciate you.
I appreciate you. Like I said, this shit doesn't work unless we all get what we want out of it. Honest devil. I like that.
Agreed. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Enjoy your club.
Thank you. I will enjoy for the next month or so that I'm down here in the country. And I will send your buddy out to you as soon as I learn more about this guy.
You good, Erebus?
I don't like giving out my confidants, but it seems that Sneak here is on the up and up. And so I like him. And when I like someone, I get them in touch with people that I know they would like. He is the Nosferatu patriarch of Los Angeles.
Definitely somebody I want to get to know. Yeah. You definitely hang here. We're gonna talk about how you know this guy. You guys, call me if you need me. And good luck. I guess. I mean,
Sure.
it's the prince, so good luck.
Trey, Victor,
May-
do you depart?
May Cain bestow
Yeah.
his blessings on you, Sneak.
Trey,
Alright,
Victor,
so-
do you depart?
Yeah.
Erebus, you have been requested to stick around. As they're rising and leaving, you have free will all your own. Do you wish to stay?
Yeah.
Let's quickly touch. Victor, Trey, are you departing the club entirely?
Do you need anything from here?
No, I don't. Did we see the girl that he was talking to?
Yeah.
Victor would have because he was spying on me.
Yeah. She's by the closer to the DJ booth now. Swooning, drinking, dancing with friends, making eyes at the illusory SNEAKERNET. He seems to be giving her the cold shoulder as he focuses on his work, but
Is
he
he?
doesn't mind.
Well, you want to wait outside or what you want to do?
I was planning to head outside so we can talk.
All right.
Let's, before we jump over to SNEAKERNET and Erebus, let's have that conversation, gentlemen. You guys head outside. You find a quiet place, I assume. Well,
Yeah.
as quiet as
car.
it can be. Car works.
Away from prying ears. What do you think of everything that he said tonight? And done?
Which one?
Erebus.
Mm. He's weird. You already know this. Yeah, I don't know. He's a weird character, but I'll be honest. I don't think he's lying. But
Neither do I, and that's the problem.
on top of that, though, I feel like you're getting distracted.
But
And I don't
well,
know if he's doing that on purpose or if you're just caught up in whatever's going on. But yeah, I'm not liking how everything's going down. I'm not liking how Erebus is paying our debts.
I don't like it either.
I think when we get back tonight, we need to have another talk with the pack. Because at this rate, especially if we're going to keep on working with our new friend, he's just going to start plotting seeds everywhere. Whether it's on purpose or not. I don't think it's on purpose. I just think that's him. But
While Trey is talking, Victor's taking a real hard look at him once he started suggesting what we should do. Tell me the truth. Do you feel like what he said? Do you want to be the pack leader?
no, I never wanted to be. I never wanted this in the first place. But this is where I am.
Wits and insight, Trey. You can make a roll. You don't need to tell me or anybody else what the role is, but your choices are manipulation, subterfuge, or charisma and persuasion.
Oh, I'm rolling the wits and insight.
That's correct.
I'm gonna use charisma and persuasion. Got blood rouse?
Sure.
Yeah, we'll do that. Don't look at me, Victor.
I was already planning to blood search too, so
Yeah,
especially
blood
with
search.
Victor in this state, I don't see any reason he wouldn't.
Success.
Success.
Seven successes with a crit.
He beat me.
What'd you get, Victor?
6
Oh, you
with a
said
crit.
not to say it out loud. My bad.
Said it was your choice to say it out loud or not. So you're
Well,
fine.
you know,
So with the 7 to 6, Trey, are you being truthful, or what does Victor pick up?
what does
You wanna
Victor being picked up, or am I being truthful?
Well,
you wanna message that, or you want
what
me to take my
does
heads off?
what does Victor pick up? We'll go with that.
Yeah, that yeah, he's sincere. He's genuine. Yeah, he is telling the truth. He is telling the truth. But there would be a breach of I guess dissatisfaction. I guess, you know.
As if speaking through the Vauldery, there is a connection, Victor. He's being honest, but you can feel the dissatisfaction with leadership at present, with the guidance, with the compass point in the current moment. It's a little bit of doubt, a little bit of frustration, maybe some curiosity. He's being honest.
Yeah, I don't know, Victor. Everything I know is from you and Monique, and I'm not one to throw my pack out. So
Obviously, I would never intentionally leave us out to dry. I'm not trying to lead us the wrong way. I don't like that he's in my head. I don't like
Well,
a lot of things that he's done.
perhaps perhaps tonight we should do the Vulgary. It's been a rough couple of nights.
Our spiritual guide feel that will help mend our rift, then so be it.
With that, we fade back up into the private booth. Erebus and SNEAKERNET.
Wait until like I give enough time to where either like they could have gone and been gone, or like they would have possibly made themselves known that they're still outside, and then just like lean back on the couch, just go. So, who's this golden guy? Just one of your clients?
Pardon me, I didn't realize I was muted. I have done work for Barry Golden in the past.
Yeah, I bet you have.
Gorgeous Gary.
Gorgeous Gary and Erebus Kai Private Eye. I know you, man.
And I know you.
You know what I let people know.
I know what Fiorenza Savona knows.
Which again is what I
What
let
you
people
let
know.
people know. Yes,
Uh-huh.
yes. I would like to get to know you better. I think the people that I really work for would appreciate your knowledge more than the people who you give your knowledge to now.
Yeah, see, I was wondering about that. Because this doesn't really seem like the crew that you hang with normally.
No, they're not. But they show promise.
Yeah, you bounce around though.
What do you know about the Talmahera?
That's old. That's some old school shit.
I am an old school kind of guy.
How recently are you an old school kind of guy? Because if I remember correctly, you were on a very different side of things for a while, and then before that, you were on your own side of things.
I'm always on my own side of things. So are you.
Makes sense. Camarilla Sabbatigus doesn't really matter to you so long as you get to do your thing, right?
There are certain principles that I uphold.
The Disruptor.
Truth.
Now, that's different from the rest of your folks.
They try. They simply do not yet know what the truth is.
Oh no. Not this new pack. Your folks, your cult folks.
Yes, I spent time amongst the Church of Set. I
Yeah,
don't think anyone with two functional eyes could miss that.
And that's the thing for me. See, you call me the honest devil, but we all know how everybody thinks about the ministry. It's not honesty. So you say that you value truth.
I've never been one of those fucking turncoats.
Yeah, but the church wasn't that different either, was it?
They betrayed themselves. And I burnt every single fucking Setite out of Malibu to make sure that they knew that they had hidden themselves from the truth.
No wonder you half-grouped so much.
You're a curious creature.
Just a guy trying to survive in this crazy fucking world. Came in right as it was starting to get good for my clan, apparently. Not that I would know. Blew the fucking guy up before I got here.
Zapsathura.
Zapthasura. They called the guys who pulled me in called him Drakian. He's got a bunch of names. Like me. Where do you think I got it from?
And I am very much like my father. So perhaps we should talk truth and stop dancing around it.
See, that's the thing. I've been talking truth this whole time. Your friends came here. They asked me what it would cost them. I told them point blank. They asked me what I know. I found it. I told them point blank. They walked away. I told you what I knew about you, point blank. I'm nothing but truth, man. What are you? Do they know about you?
They will know when it is their time.
So
And
maybe.
perhaps that is dishonesty.
That's my thing. Maybe if you want to talk truth, you lead by example. Or you're trying to get at something else.
I will not be amongst the saints forever.
Did they know that?
I think they understand on some bestial sort of level. TREY understands more than most of them. He is the one. When Victor becomes bishop, he will make the change. I see the path of the feral heart alive in him when it has died in the Sabbat.
You really lean into this shit, don't you, man?
I lean into the truth, and it is that we are animals. And the gangrel are the most animal of us all. Although I'm surprised, I know he had a short tutelage, if any tutelage amongst his clan, that he didn't rip you apart when he stepped in the room.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy about that one. That would have gotten really messy.
Indeed.
For him.
Don't underestimate him.
Oh, I'm not. Trust me, I'm not.
He's like a tick or a mosquito. He gets in the soft places before he takes you apart.
Yeah. I'm a little more blunt about it, and I just put a flashbang that's been in my hoodie pocket just right on the table in front of us. A little more upfront about things.
I would like you to put that away.
Oh, I'm not using it.
I would still like for you to put that away.
Fair enough. Honesty and truth, right? I take it back and put it in my pocket.
Honesty and truth, the serpents of the light.
We can definitely get to know each other better, Erebus, but to quote the band, I don't work for free. I'm barely giving a fuck away. You want to get to know me better? We work.
Indeed. I've given you what I have on Gary Golden.
You have, and please understand, I am incredibly grateful for it.
Mention to Gary when you meet him that you are a party to one who helped the fledgling.
Is he gonna know what that vague shit means?
Gary also helped the fledgling when we watched LaCroix topple from the ivory tower of Los Angeles.
See, all of that I can say together. Totally.
Gary is truly one who understands that it is not sect that divides us. It is survival that divides us.
The Nosferatu always do know that, don't they?
And Gary, chief among them. If there was any Sabbat to ever unite every Nosferatu across the world, it would be Gary Golden.
Mm. Assuming, of course, that he leaned into it.
You should also speak to Mitnick, if you get the chance.
That name I know. I haven't talked to them, but I know that name.
Tell him the one with the forked tongue sent you to him.
That sounds like something that's going to get the shit kicked out of me.
No, it's just a screen name. He and I are familiar.
Who am I to judge for handles, yeah?
SNEAKERNET, yes.
Hey.
An interesting handle indeed.
Information transmitted in the least traceable form possible, person to person. That's what I do.
Indeed, but I should not leave my pupils alone for very long. They tend to get the wrong idea when left to their own devices.
Mm. Don't fuck him up too hard yet. I actually like him. We can actually probably work together a good bit.
They are the best of the Sabbat.
Now that is a high compliment from you.
In fact, I would see the rest of the Sword of Cain dashed and broken. But this path of honorable accord that they follow is the only merit the Sabbat holds to its name.
You know, when shit starts to get rough with you between them, and believe me, it will. Keep that in mind. I think they're going to like to hear that.
Indeed.
You take care of yourself.
May I offer you any momentary delights before I abscond?
Nah, I've got a set to finish, and then I have got a lady to go home with.
Erebus will pull out the slightly less than half gram of substance that they had in their pocket and sit it on the table. It is a paltry gift, but perhaps you will make better use of it than I will.
We'll see if she wants to party tonight.
Sleep well, Wanderer.
Take care of yourself, Erebus Kai, Private Eye.
And with that, as Erebus departs, SNEAKERNET, this has been quite a lucrative night for you.
To say the least.
Whether by design or if they knew it, gave you a lot of new information.
Mm-hmm. That is why I really hope that they do well.
And there is still one price left to pay should you need to call on them again.
We'll get there when we get there.
Indeed. This is where we'll end tonight's episode of Book of Saints. Thank you all for joining us. We're going to go around the room. Thank you to our guest for being here. We're going to start off with our guest. Where can we find you? Who are you? Who have you played?
Hey,
SneakerNet,
I
please.
am Zachary Vaudo. I played Cecil, aka Spencer, aka SneakerNet, aka a bunch of other names that he didn't drop for you. Your Ravnos informant. You can find me on Twitter at YepItZach. You can find me on Blue Sky and Spotify at SneakerNet. It's actually my project. I do make music under that. I make title songs for a bunch of different streams, and I make my own music there as well. You can also find me on Thursdays on the Hype Goblin channel, where I'm in a regular Thursday game. Beyond that, I'm in scattered things here and there. As I said at the top of this show, I am wherever tabletop games are played. Thank you all so much for having me here tonight.
Absolutely, it's been a blessing. I love the banter so much, and we move over to Erebus.
Hi everybody, I'm Avery. This evening I've been playing Erebus Kai, the Slick Serpent Private Eye. Usually you can catch me as everybody who doesn't introduce themselves on the wonderful 10-episode stream that is on the Rolling Nomads YouTube channel, Transylvania Beckons. I also play as Calamus Acris, aka Lloyd Bowen, on Witcher Ways of Old on our Monday night stream. And I'm so used to saying very soon, I'm so sorry. Now you can catch me on Berlin Bloodlines as unsere gnädige Herr Edgar Wade. And I'm also a community ambassador right here on the Rolling Nomads. Thank you so much for being here, and have a good night.
Absolutely, and thank you for the raid Table of Horrors. Caught us right here at the end, but stick around. We're going to spread the nomadic love elsewhere as well, so we'll keep that train going. Moving over to TREY ESBRICK.
Yo, yeah, my name's Edge, Edge Survival here, Edge the Nomad, some other places. Yeah, you usually catch me here playing Trey or Nyoka in The Witcher, with Morian and Transylvania Beckons. Yeah, hopefully I'll be able to be on here a little bit more. But yeah, that's me.
Absolutely, and then Victor BELLSHANE, if you'd kindly.
Hi, Warren. Play Victor BELLSHANE here, and I play Spirit for the Colder Than a Twitch's Wit game that we play. Other than that, I don't exist, and I don't want to exist.
Fair enough. It is quite an interesting choice of existence. I like the idea of just dipping out every once in a while myself, just kind of fading into the void, and then returning when I'm needed. But we, of course, or rather myself, I have been your storyteller, Gilbert Ramos, aka at Ramos the Nomad everywhere. It's TikTok, Twitter, Twitch, all the social media stuff. We have been the Rolling Nomads. You can find us right here on twitch.tv/Rolling Nomads. It's where all of our actual play stuff is, and where we air all of our stuff. Our schedule over here is up to date. But the best way to keep up to date with us is over on our Twitter and our Blue Sky. Our Twitter is @_Rolling Nomads. Our Blue Sky is @Rolling Nomads. And that's where we post our cancellations, our late starts, our new programming, our YouTube uploads, all that good stuff. So hang out over there, and that's where you get the most up-to-date information from us. We are also on TikTok at @_Rolling Nomads, where you can find key highlights and interesting moments from these streams. So head over there, and you might find something that you really enjoyed, or you might find something new that you didn't know you enjoyed, and you can find something new for your morning commute. These episodes are uploaded 4 days after air date on our Twitch, over on our YouTube, youtube.com/Rolling Nomads. It's where you'll find all of the VODs for our actual plays, our storytelling studios and such. All that good stuff's coming over to our YouTube, so give that a look as well. That is us in a handbasket. I appreciate you guys so much, and I appreciate you guys for watching. We will catch you guys next time. Same time, same place, same K-Nights. We'll see you then.